So luckily, working in radio, I've been able to interview many of my heroes with all kinds of music, and interviewed Rob Halford of Judas Priest, and Tom Kiefer of Cinderella, and Lemmy from Motörhead, and I don't know if I mentioned Alice Cooper. I got to interview him on the phone, and many other people. But interviewing Lemmy from Motörhead was one of my high points because we spent all afternoon together. We hung out, and we did the interview. And he had so many great things to say. I said, tell me about some of the things that got you into it into the beginning, because he played for a long time before. Rest in peace now to Lemmy. But he's a little more old school than some people, in heavy metal. So Lemmy, when I asked him about some of his influences, he says Little Richard. Rob Halford from Judas Priest says Little Richard because, he'd do that, and he'd jump on the piano. It was about as intense as you could get, and these guys loved it. So when Lemmy shared that with me, it really gave me goosebumps. And after the interview was over, he said, let's just hang out. And we were with the singer of Hatebreed because they were opening the show. So we're all just hanging out, me and a friend of mine, singer of Hatebreed, and Lemmy. And we're just listening to music. And an Aerosmith song came on, and also a Fleetwood Mac song came on, and Lemmy's chair's right next to mine, and we're both rocking out to it. And he's telling me, man, I've always loved this Aerosmith song. I've always loved this Fleetwood Mac song. And just to see his enthusiasm and excitement for music was something that I felt, and I thought, wow, me and him are so much alike on just really getting excited about music, and I really felt a kinship with him, and he was so kind to me, and that's part of what is so likable about Lemmy. He's true, and he loves music, and he'll talk about it all day, and that was one of my favorite interviews I ever got to do, especially, to get to hang with him during the interview, not on the phone, in person.